Hello, everybody. This is Stuart Jean coming at you again here with Drum Magazine here at Musicians Institute in Hollywood, California. We are looking at left-hand independence for people that are just getting into working this out under the jazz ride cymbal pattern. So we're just looking at the staples of the building blocks to start unlocking your left-hand ability. So we looked at downbeats, we've looked at upbeats, grouping them in 3-beat patterns and 1-bar patterns and stuff like that. So today we're going to look at the second and third partial of the triplet. We've talked about that jazz is based on the triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 enda, and we're going to look at that enda on the left hand. What we're going to do first is just play quarter notes on the ride cymbal, hi-hat on 2 and 4, and just play the second and third partial of those triplets, like so. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, you want to start there before you start getting into the full spang-a-lang jazz ride pattern, just so you can make sure your technique is good and your approach to just those 2 notes on the snare are, and what's going on with your left hand is all good and in check first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, you want to keep that ride cymbal. That's still, even though it's an easy pattern, I still want to think of them as 2 separate things, and this ride cymbal not being affected by what's going on here in the left hand. And I want to be able to change that left hand, maybe the volumes, or accent that second note, which is pretty common, without this altering, and still just using quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So like pretty quiet down here on the snare. Put the ride cymbal pumping. Bring the left hand up. Try to keep that ride where it is, where it was. Bring it back down. Keep that ride cymbal strong. And maybe all right, and then let's now slow it back down and add that full ride pattern. So at one point, right, on the of 2, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. On the end of of 2 and the of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. These 2 notes are going to be together. So we have. Okay, so you kind of have 2 parts. You have this, and you have. Okay, and a lot of younger players turn it into, or this just starts getting, inconsistent. So you just have to really hear that ride pattern. Okay, so you just do that with a click. Do that so it's continual. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and then maybe 1 bar of it, of the left hand, and 1 bar of just time, just so you can get in and out of it, because you wouldn't normally be playing it for maybe 8 bars long. So you do that to get the mechanics down, but now to be more musical, make a mini phrase out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, cool. That's a little more, in context, helping you get into the little idea and get out of that little idea. We could also get more creative. It's always fun to do groupings of 3 in 4/4, especially in a jazz context. So let's just play that. We'll play the triplet idea, 1 and and then we'll have 2 beats of nothing on the snare, and we'll bring it back in. So think of a 3-beat pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And now that makes it more feel like it's peppered into the playing instead of programmatic. We could also do 2 beats of the triplet idea and 1 beat of rest. So it's a little more active, but it's still a grouping of 3 that's, basically in a 3-bar pattern, but you still want to think in 4-bar phrases for the most part, or be able to maintain counting in 4/4. And, obviously if you're playing a tune, you want to be able to still hear the tune in your head. So here we go. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, you could mix it up. You just want to be able to play free form and just throw that in, because you get a lot of use out of that. And if you combine that with the downbeats that you learned and the upbeats, and then this, you got 3 nice ideas, and that's just the left hand. So let's try it a little brighter, and I'll just sort of freeform just this one idea. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hours of fun with that. So take that, have fun with that, and we will look at more embellishments in the next video. Thank you, everyone. Take care.